and you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for $60 a month for 24 months for the 2-year agreement. And now with more speed to help keep all your connected devices running. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/21/22. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New Comcast Business 50 megabits
At the stop sign, turn right onto Cooley Lake Road. Then turn right onto Union Lake Road.
Fees extra and subject to change. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award.
The following is a commercial announcement.
There's nothing like hearing the songs you love on local radio with no subscriptions and no monthly fees. But there's a new bill in Congress.
At the light, turn right onto Union Lake Road.
This bill would tax your local radio station simply to play the music you love. Text LOCAL to 52886 and ask Congress to support local radio stations. Help us keep you connected to the music, local news, weather, and traffic that you need each day. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Progressive presents Force Metaphors about bundling your home auto with other vehicles.
In hockey, it's the goalie's job to protect the net. And in life, your net is your home and auto, but also your boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV. And your goalie is the round-the-clock protection offered by Progressive Insurance. Well, it's also the savings you get when you bundle. So in this metaphor, you have two goalies, which is okay because, it's just a metaphor.
Force Metaphors, presented by Progressive. Bundle and protect today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Whether you're in business or in school, Staples has your tech. How about wireless headphones so I'm not tied to my desk? Staples has your tech.
A tablet for when I travel by train? The latest laptop for a soon-to-be summa cum laude?
Staples offers tech solutions and accessories for learners, small business, and remote workers too. From the latest laptops to networking solutions. And now, Apple AirPods Pro are just $199. You save $50. The latest tech solutions are at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 5/14, limit 2 while supplies last.
Attention home sellers, it's Mark Z with EXP. It's a great time to sell a home and buyers are lined up because they know interest rates are going up. Call me, Mark Z, official realtor of the Detroit Pistons.
Text the ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
You're listening to the best of Stoney and Jansen with Heather on 97.1 The Ticket. Open line as always here on the Stoney and Jansen program. We thank everybody for listening. There was a soccer star, Marcello.
Yes, Marcello's.
I believe that's
yes.
Yes.
Is Captain Dubois.
Yeah. Was demoted from his team because he farted and laughed too much.
Yes.
That was unfortunate. So we're asking,
what's the worst timing you've had?
We have some great ticket texts. My sister worked for the Secret Service and was stationed at the White House when the Red Wings came in after winning the 2008 Stanley Cup. She got crop dusted by Pavel Datsyuk. See? You let the commies into the White House, these things happen. Went to dinner with the future in-laws, dropped one before getting in the car. It followed me, it was horrid, had to admit it. My future wife was mortified. That's from Matt in a dump truck. No idea what dump truck.
Yes, broke one of the rules.
Yes.
You always fart getting out, never getting in.
Right. I was once interviewing for a job at a sporting goods store with my best buddy Brendan. Seems like we had the job until I just let out the longest, nastiest fart ever. We were wearing tuxedos as well. Okay. Jim Leland tells the story of him being in church. He leans over to his wife and says he thinks he just let off a silent fart. His wife leans back and tells him he needs to turn up his hearing aid because it wasn't silent. Next time we have Leland on, remind me of asking us that story. John, you ever fart in the huddle?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
You peed though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, farting would be the least of the offenses.
Mike in Brighton, back in the Army and in formation with the first sergeant talking to our troop. I let one go on accident. He asked who it was, raised my hand, I owned it, and did push-ups till he was done talking to us.
You gotta own it.
It's amazing how bad Detroit sports are when you're talking about farts in the morning or when farts are more interesting. That's a great point.
It's so quiet
And
at the ballpark, you might hear all of them.
That's right. You're right. The schedule leaks out tomorrow. I was at a bonfire with a bunch of friends, guys and girls, and totally forgot the girls were with us. I proceeded to lift up my leg, fart extremely loud, and got mocked for it. That's from Drew and Fraser. Got on an empty elevator on the 3rd floor, let one rip. Elevator stopped at the 2nd floor for a couple of people. I took the stairs the rest of the way. I taught my little one to hike her leg when she farts and say, "I fart like mommy," while we walk around the house.
Oh, my
And she
goodness.
started doing it in church.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding. It's like teaching a kid to pull their finger.
Oh, this is for great work. I was at a Lions game and I ate pulled pork nachos before the game. I farted a bunch and they smelled so bad everyone around my seat was complaining, but they were silent so nobody knew it was me. On the way home, I admitted to my friend it was me. Let's go to Tom in Orient Township. You're on 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
I taught school for many years at an all-boys high school, and you can imagine some of the flagellations that took part there. As a matter of fact, it's the school that T.J. Lang went to, and this could have been him. I'm not certain. I don't know if he was in this.
I'm sure it was.
Anyways, one time I was teaching Julius Caesar, and somebody let one out, and all I could say was, A2, Charlie. And then another time was especially egregious. The students were, of course, fanning and laughing out loud, and I just looked at the kid and I said, "You better check your underwear on that one."
Wow.
That's all I got, but you might check with TJ. I'm not certain it was he that done that.
All right. Yes, we will. We'll ask about Teacher Tom.
Well, I'm sure he's very optimistic. Oh, boy. Guys, I was in front of the judge and felt one coming on. I thought it was okay to let it go because I thought it was going to be silent. It sounded like a car backfired.
Yard for
and
safety
the smell
meeting.
was worse I've ever made. It was so bad the judge did a 5-minute recess. He did try to make me feel better by saying, "The recess wasn't because of your flatulence, sir." I felt like I was in a Snickers commercial. In gym class, I was paired up with the hottest chick in high school.
Oh, no.
She was holding my feet while doing sit-ups.
Oh, no.
I blew ass right at her. That's happened to me. I told the story before.
All right, first job we're going to.
I had a trainer and
It's hard to
stretching
be a high schooler.
with a stretching.
I just did.
Oh, you farted on your trainer?
I was in college sociology class, and the professor kept saying the word duty. And my friend looked at me and said duty, and it was hell trying not to fart. I farted one time while getting a finger. Great bonding moment, like in the FedEx truck. My kid in the classroom, he's in 5th grade, he farted, he was so embarrassed, he almost came home crying that day. I'm the manager of a sporting goods store, and I was interviewing employees one week, and we had this one guy come in and he crop dusted the heck out of us during the interview, and it was everything I could do not to laugh out loud, but we ended up giving him the job because he was the most honest guy that we interviewed.
Was that you? Yes, sir.
Yeah. My son, who was 3 at the time, farted right before the pediatrician walked into the office. The pediatrician said, "Hey, bud, you ready for your checkup?" My son responded, "Yeah, you better check my underwear. I just farted." 3 years old. Okay.
Yes, he's obviously heard that line before.
Had a friend rip one in high school math class. Was so bad we'd evacuate the room and turn on a box fan to get clean air in there. It was the worst. Visiting family in Washington, D.C. When I had to go to the car to get something, at the same time let go a huge buildup, so I started heading outside. I said I had to gas up the car. I get in the vehicle and let it all go. Gas up the car, is right. About a half hour later, we all get in the car, and the interior smells to holy hell. My sister screams, "You said you were getting gas." I said, "No, I said I was gassing the car." She's still a story told occasionally, Scott in Farmington. And my wife's little cousin farts in a Ziploc bag and pops in people's faces who get mad at. That's a mat from a mower.
That's outstanding.
I didn't send this to Heather. One of those, weird stories. There was a story in the New York Post. One of these stories, doing some prep for this. I don't know if she was an OnlyFans, but anyway, she does that. She bottles or packages her own farts.
You had to read that story. Yeah,
sells them.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of money.
Yeah, who buys a jarred fart?
Not me.
Yeah, for a lot of people.
Yes, she made a lot of money doing it. Crazy. 97 won the ticket.
97 won the ticket.
The following is made possible by Dad.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling all over it.
The dad joke. Corny, grown-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
Why do you have to be careful when it's raining cats and dogs? Because you might step in a poodle.
And kids that spend more time with their dads grow up to be smarter, more successful.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
And with any luck, funnier adults.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he didn't have anybody to go with.
Dad jokes rule. So take a moment to make a moment and give your kid a laugh. It's as easy as going to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
That's really funny.
All your favorite hip-hop jams from the last decade, featuring songs from Drake, Kanye, Post Malone, and more. Search for 2010s hip-hop on the Odyssey app to listen. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Builders First Source. Tigers absolutely embarrassed by the A's at Comerica Park, 9-0. Getting shut out for the third time in 5 games. Joey Wentz, big league debut. Didn't go well. 2 2/3 inning, giving up 6 runs on 7 hits. Oakland had lost 9 in a row entering this series. They've now won 3 of the first 4 against Detroit. Tigers record 9-22, the exact same as it was after 31 last year. Wentz sent back to Toledo after the game. Tigers recalling right-hander Jason Foley. Tigers and A's one more time at Comerica Park today. 1:10 right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Bo Brisky starting for the Tigers. Detroit Lions winning all 3 games last year. 2 things Lions fans always point to for sources: unbridled optimism for the NFL draft and the schedule drop. That's tonight. NFL schedule draft officially set for 8 p.m. Up the games leaked out during the day, especially like Thanksgiving Day opponents. So far, though, there is a report the Lions will finish the season at the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you, Jeff Lesson. It is a Thursday. Heather is here. Greg Hargrave, the Gov, John Jansen. What's up, everyone?
Good morning, Mr. Stone. It is good to see you on this Thursday morning. Heather, you as well.
Thank you. You too.
Greg, Tom, we'll get up on Zoom here momentarily. Still on Zoom. But it is a
technical
good day.
difficulties sometimes. I wish I had technical difficulties at my house watching some Tiger baseball.
Yes. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. This is the time of the year where you start to have some technical difficulties at the house, and that is making the switch from furnace to AC. Who turned on the AC yesterday?
I did.
Me too. Absolutely.
Me too. It was hot.
And you know what? It was a crappy spring, and I'm not going to complain about the warm weather. It was nice.
Please don't.
I just wish that we actually had some warm spring weather, like 65, maybe a few days like that, without rain, without wind, just a nice spring day. But we went from crappy to hot.
We didn't have the gradual increase.
No.
Which, spring and fall are wonderful.
Fall is by far my favorite. Spring has its good points.
Yeah, a lot of good points. It's usually supposed to get warmer.
It's
actually.
warmer. The flowers are blooming.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
But it also rains a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah,
Yes.
it gives you the, the lead into summer, which basically, even though
It arrived.
there's, especially in this town, there's not a lot of great sports to watch in the summer because, football's off, basketball, hockey, they're off. You just have baseball and some majors. It's just like summer and relax and just chill out.
Yes, that would be nice. And chill out and watch a little Tiger baseball.
And it seems that we're going to be watching a little less Tiger baseball. Yeah, last night the debut of Joey Wentz didn't go so well. That happens. That didn't bother me.
No, first start.
Yeah,
struggled a little bit.
Gave up 9 runs. It happens. That if they would have lost 9-6, I wouldn't have been pissed. But to just watch this team is just so aggravating. And thank the Lord, last night there was compelling action going on.
Yeah.
The Celtics-Bucks game was great. The 2 Stanley Cup playoff games that were going on early were incredible. Completely, shifts of the games. But then every once in a while, you go back. And even my daughter said, "Dad, why do you have the Tigers in good hockey games?" You gotta watch
it a
the
little
Tigers.
bit. Yeah, I'd watch it too, and I'd turn it on, and then I would see guys continually look at pitches, like swings and misses. Those happen, right? It's the amount of times, and maybe it's just. Maybe I'd notice it more because I keep waiting for home runs. I keep waiting for doubles or, something to happen. And when you see so many pitches that are just looked at, it's infuriating. And I would then turn the channel back to whatever. And honestly, I would go back to anything, even the Grizzlies game. Like, it wasn't going on necessarily at the same time, but the Grizzlies game, I would watch that over any Tigers game because even though it was a blowout, it wasn't close. At least it was at least the storyline was Ja Morant is out. How do the Grizzlies find a way to win? And surprisingly, they've been able to do that without Ja Morant at times throughout this year.
Right.
But my point is, I'd watch anything other than Tiger baseball continually. I would actually have to turn the channel because it was so maddening.
Have you gotten to the point yet where you'll watch like non-sports? Like my wife was, I don't even know if it was on live last night or DVR'd it from earlier in the week, but my wife was watching like This Is Us or whatever on the TV.
Yeah,
That's on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, okay, so she was watching Day Late. Whatever.
Or
American Idol.
I will go to something else. Something other than SAP.
Okay.
So I went like last night, right? This is the time of the year where during football season, during, January, February, things are active, things are fun. We're watching a lot of stuff, live TV. I watch, I'll record NCIS, SWAT, Blue Bloods, all of those, types of shows. And last night, the kids finally, convinced me, like, Dad, let's catch up on some NCIS. So went back, watched NCIS. I would flip back and forth between that one, and I would actually watch the game on my iPad, and I would just close it. They'd be like, "What's going on, Dad?" I'm like, "God, I don't want to talk about it. Just don't want to talk about it. It's so painful.
It's really bad. We can't keep. We've gone through seasons like this. I'm not even talking about 2003, but we've gone through seasons like this before, and it just breaks you down.
It does.
It's awful.
Are you at the point? I know I'm at the point where I feel like I need to take a couple of day vacation from the Tigers.
I'm getting there. Like today, I have somebody coming over to possibly do some work on the house. I have a dental appointment at 3 o'clock.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. In fact, I actually moved it maybe a little later. I know I'm playing. I'm a sub for a golf league at 5:30. Now the Tiger game will be over by then. It starts hopefully.
Is the gas going to wear off by then, or will you play better?
Oh no,
on the ledge.
It's fine. But it's getting to the point, especially as the weather gets warmer and there's other things to do. I'm not going to sit at home and and watch this baseball team if it does not provide me joy and or entertainment.
Okay, so the last game in Houston, 5-0. They open up against the Athletics, 2-0. All right, I'm sorry, yeah, 2-0. And then they get a win, right? We get a little excited. And then it's 4-1, 9-0. I mean, it's just when you can't score runs.
They've been shut out 3 times in May. This season, okay, I did the math. I believe they've scored less than 3 runs in 18 of their 31 games. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. You want the stats? Okay. They're hitting .221, 24th in the majors. Okay. Their home runs, 12 home runs, which is last. Their OPS is below 6 at 591. That's next to last. Their slugging percentage is .301. That's last. They've scored 85 runs. That's last. Let's face it. They're horrible. But hey, all is good. All is good because of the Detroit Economic Club yesterday. You know, Al Avila said that he and AJ were hanging in the office and discussing stuff and how blessed we are with all our pitching. Quote, we were sitting there like there's so many clubs out there that would die right now for the pitching that we have, not only at the major league level, but the guys that are coming and the guys that have been. So we're set there, knock on wood. Obviously injuries can change things, but we feel we have a really good foundation for now and the future with our pitching. That's one of our strong suits. Okay, so how about this? How about if somebody says, well, Al, there's not a team in organized sports that'd be dying to have your bats.
No.
Come on. Yeah. Look, I know we have to, sometimes look for optimism. Mr. Sunshine and lollipops across the table from me. But